You can pause, but never quit. A raw and relentless motivational speech. Sometimes, life slams the brakes. Not because you're weak, not because you failed, but because the soul needs silence. The spirit needs a second. The fire needs fuel. You paused, but you didn't quit. And that's the difference between the defeated and the undefeated. The gym grew quiet. The pages stopped turning. The camera stayed off. The routines unraveled. And still, here you are, back again, because something inside you knew you weren't done. You paused, yes, but you didn't close the book. You didn't abandon the dream. You didn't throw away the key to the life you said you wanted. You didn't quit. And that matters more than anyone clapping for your comeback. Everyone has a breaking point. Not everyone has a bouncing point. But you bend and you rebuild. Life is not about perfect consistency. It's about relentless return. Let them say what they will. Oh, he stopped. She lost her streak. They fell off. No, you paused. You caught your breath. You picked up the shattered pieces. You buried the doubt. You quieted the chaos. And now, with dust on your shoulders and scars on your hands, you're back in the fight. That's not weakness. That's warrior mode. Say it with me. I paused, but I never quit. You can pause, but never quit. Quitting? It's easy. It's always there. The exit door with the neon sign flashing. You're tired. Just stop. But listen to me closely. Quitting is not in your blood. It doesn't run in your veins. It doesn't echo in your bones. And it damn sure doesn't live in your heart. Because if it did, you would have stayed gone. You wouldn't be here right now, reading these words, feeling this fire, standing back up. You were built for more than retreat. You were made for resistance. You were made for the comeback. You were made to bleed, fall, and rise again. Yes, it gets hard. The world pushes back. Your own mind starts whispering lies. You're not consistent. You never follow through. You're not like those other people. Lies. All of it. Because deep inside, you lives a fighter. Not just some pumped-up motivational cliche. No, a real fighter. One who may go silent. One who may get lost in the fog, but who never disappears. You've survived storms you don't even talk about anymore. You've carried weights that no one saw. You've walked through fire with a whisper. Not yet. I'm not done. Quitting is not in your code. You were designed with dirt under your nails, with fire in your eyes, with purpose in your spine. Even in your weakest moment, you wanted to continue. That matters. That's the seed of greatness. Because here's the raw truth. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be refused to quit fearless. Let them say you took a break. Let them wonder where you went. Let them talk. You're not here to impress the crowd. You're here to finish the race. You're here to build the kind of life that only obsession can create. Say it. Quitting? That's for the old version of me. The one who didn't know what I know now. I've paused. I've cried. I've doubted. But I've never quit. And I never will. You can dream all you want. Visualize it. Write it on the wall. Speak it into the mirror. Meditate on it. Manifest it into the heavens. But until you show up, nothing changes. No angels coming to finish your reps. No mentors going to walk your miles. No algorithm's gonna reward silence. It's your feet, your hands, your will. That's what unlocks the next level. Let me tell you something real. The most dangerous thing in life is comfort without progress. You pause, and for a while, it feels safe. You silence your ambition because life got heavy. And you tell yourself, I just need a little more time. But here's the raw truth. Time will not save you. Discipline will. When you show up, tired, bruised, doubting, but present, you gain an edge 99% of people will never earn. Not because they're not talented, not because they're not gifted, but because they never showed up consistently enough to find out what they're capable of. Every single day, you have a choice. Delay or dominate. Excuse or execution. Comfort or calling. You can talk about it, or you can be about it. You can think about the life you want, or you can build it, brick by brick, choice by choice. Showing up doesn't mean perfect. It means present. It means you rise even when no one notices. It means you hit record when you doubt yourself. It means you lace your shoes when your mind says stay in bed. It means you pick up the book when your brain screams for the screen. That's the battlefield, and that's where legends are made. Nothing changes until you show up. And when you do, everything changes, even slowly, even silently, even painfully. But it changes. Let's kill a lie right now. There is no finish line, no moment where you'll say, I've made it, now I can stop. Because life, it doesn't give you trophies for surviving a storm. It hands you the next storm. Yes, you can rest. Yes, you can catch your breath. Yes, you can pause. But if you think success is some mountaintop you reach and just chill on, you'll be blindsided by the next avalanche. Because the game never ends. You build yourself not for one victory, but for the next 1,000 battles. Think about it. The weight doesn't stop showing up. The critics don't stop talking. The bills don't stop coming. The mind doesn't stop doubting. The clock doesn't stop ticking. So what do? You train for endurance. You train for resilience. You train for the long haul, not just a moment of glory. You don't want just enough motivation to make it through the week. You want to become a machine of discipline, the type of soul who doesn't wait for motivation. You move, regardless. Rain or shine, energy or fatigue, cheers or silence. Because you know, life doesn't get easier. You get stronger. Every level of growth brings a new opponent. The first level, fear. The second, doubt. The third, distraction. And beyond that, success itself. Success can make you soft, can trick you into thinking the work is done. But those who stay legendary, they see every win as just the warm-up round. Let the others retire in comfort. Let the average choose balance. Let the weak chase applause. But you were built for the long war, for the next fight, for the legacy that lasts. No finish line, only deeper purpose. You've fallen. Good. You've been broken. Even better, because now it's time to rebuild like a monster. You see, most people rebuild timidly. They tiptoe back into their goals, apologizing for their past, hesitant, fragile, afraid to fail again. But not you. You're not coming back the same. You're coming back different, sharper, angrier, hungrier. You're not brushing off the dust. You're turning it into fuel. Don't rebuild your life like it's fragile china. Build it like it's a weapon. Every habit sharpened, every hour accounted for, every excuse hunted and killed. This isn't a comeback. This is a reinvention. You're not rebuilding the past version of yourself. You're building the version you always should have been. No more negotiating with fear. No more slow starts. No more waiting for perfect timing. Rebuilding means setting a new standard. From this day forward, I am unrecognizable. That means you train when you're tired. You show up when you're uncertain. You work like you've got nothing, even if you've got a little. You rewrite your identity through action, not affirmation. You earn your confidence daily, not from likes, not from followers, from the mirror and the pain behind your progress. Rebuilding isn't soft. It's brutal. It's war. And the battlefield is your mind. That's why most people never change. They treat transformation like a hobby. You treat it like life or death. So, no, you didn't bounce back. You burned down who you were and rose from your own ashes. You didn't come back to be good again. You came back to be a beast. Let's make something clear. Motivation is a spark, but discipline, that's the fireplace. Discipline doesn't care if you feel like it. Discipline doesn't ask how your day's going. Discipline doesn't flinch when life gets ugly. It shows up anyway. You think champions train when they're in the mood? You think legends rise when it's convenient? No, they don't wait for discipline to show up. They summon it. They don't chase feelings. They execute routines. Discipline is the system that saves you when emotion betrays you. Because let's be honest, your mind will lie to you. Your body will beg for comfort. Your environment will try to soften you. The world will tempt you with shortcuts. And if you don't have discipline, you'll fall again and again. But when you've trained your will, when you've starved your distractions and fed your mission, then even when you're tired, even when you're doubting, you still move. Because now it's who you are, not just what you do. Discipline is the habit of showing up when the world expects you to stay down. It's the 6 a.m. decision, the no snooze life, the no matter what mindset. Discipline is the agreement you make with your future self and the promise you keep without fail. Not for the applause, not for the recognition, but because you said so. Because you refuse to betray your potential again. Let others scroll. Let others skip days. Let others break their word to themselves. You're different now. Say it. I show up whether it's sunny or storming. I do what needs to be done, without drama, without delay. I am disciplined. I am locked in. I do not flinch. This isn't just a return. It's not trying again. It's not starting over. This is comeback season. The part of the story where the crowd gasps. The part where the underdog roars back to life. The moment when silence turns into shock and then into awe. You've been gone. Sure, you've fallen. No doubt. But guess what? You're not who you were. You're not coming back at the same level. You're coming back evolved. Comebacks aren't accidental. They're engineered, crafted in the dark, forged through pain, built in silence, mastered in solitude. No one sees the rebuilding. They only see the return. But you know what it took. The nights you wrestled with doubt, the mornings where starting felt impossible, the moments you felt invisible, but didn't stop bay. And that is why this comeback isn't just a second chance. It's a second birth. This season, you're not playing small. You're not explaining yourself. You're not begging for permission. You're moving with scars, not shame. With focus, not fear. With conviction, not convenience. Let the world call it a phase. Let them whisper. We'll see how long it lasts. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know what you've built inside. They don't know that the person you used to be is gone. This version is relentless. This version doesn't seek applause, only alignment. This version walks alone until the path is undeniable. Say it. I'm not back because I got lucky. I'm back because I refused to die where I fell. This is my comeback season. Not to impress, but to conquer. You can pause, but never quit. You didn't come this far to tiptoe back into the world. You didn't survive the darkness just to dim your light. You didn't rise from the ashes to be average. You came back to dominate, not with noise, not with ego, but with undeniable presence. Domination isn't loud, it's lethal. It's waking up every day with purpose, even when no one sees it. It's locking in on your habits like your life depends on it, because it does. It's refusing to water yourself down just to fit into their small expectations. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't need approval. You don't need applause. All you need is fire. And now you've got plenty. Let others play it safe. Let others start and stop. Let others seek comfort. But you've been through too much to settle. You've come too far to fold. This is the part where you become relentless. This is the part where your discipline turns into destiny. This is the part where your silence becomes volume. Dominate your mornings. Dominate your time. Dominate your thoughts. Dominate your energy. Dominate your purpose. Not for power, not for praise, but because the version of you who once paused deserves to see how far you can go. You paused, but you never quit. You staggered, but you never surrendered. You doubted, but you never stayed down. And now, you're not returning to the race. You're here to own the track. Say it out loud. This is my time. This is my standard. This is my life. And I will not die with my greatness still inside me. I can pause, but I will never ever quit.